Hey guys, it's a Hollywood Bomber project and it is 40 degrees out. Winter is back. Hey guys, how's it going? It is kind of cool this morning. The weather has cleared off. We had a bunch of rain earlier this week, but it is a lot nicer weather-wise, but it's a lot cooler. Got quite a bit cooler. So we're hoping to get some more stuff done on the brakes. Got some setbacks on that. We've got some parts issues we got to chase down. See how the fuel tanks are going. We're going to try to get some more work done on that. Let's see what else. Engines, try to get some more parts on that. We took care of some of the pre-oil stuff, and hopefully we can get the pre-oil things figured out. And then see if Dr. Bill can get what he got done on the feather pump return line stuff. So that was some magic that he discovered last week. So that's kind of, hopefully we'll get some things going. Anyway, that's it. Let's see what's going on in the hangar.
Hey guys, you're joining me on this cold March morning, and the weather is playing a little bit of Texas with us. In case you get that, then kudos to you. But we're here on the airfield, and as you can see, we got some cool planes taking off today. All of them lined up, ready to take off in a holding or something. We generally don't get this much traffic, so that's kind of cool to see. Let's go inside and see what's happening. Okay, and now we're at the nose of the plane with Maggie. Hello.
Hello.
And we have Richard in the background.
Very attentive.
He is being very, very attentive indeed. Richard has no idea we're recording right now.
He'd definitely do a little dance if he knew. Richard, can you do a little dance for us?
No.
I can.
All right, Maggie. So, what have you been doing?
So I got all of these marks that needed to be scuffed up. I got them scuffed up and primed for
I'll have
paint.
to do some manual zoom with this camera. Do you show those marks?
Yeah, so I got these scuffed up and they're ready for paint, and now I'm just going to take some butcher paper and essentially make a little spray funnel so that when we go to paint, the paint kind of swirls back in and lays out nicely and blends in with the paint. So we'll be painting the tan spots tan, and then we'll come back in and get the pinstripes back and do a color match for those, and we'll be good to go.
Will you be doing the pinstriping?
I will not, no.
You get the little pinstripe brush and
Yeah.
do a little bit of what do they call that pinstripe styling as? The one
I
ready.
don't know, but more attention to detail than what I have. That's what I call it.
Now we're ready. So, guys, I'm with Doc. Hi, Doc.
Hello. Hi.
So you got something to show us?
Yes, I do. So last year on April the 3rd, we took the oil tanks out, or the oil tanks were out, and we took pictures of how some assemblies went together on the oil tank. And so we found the parts, we found the photo to see how things go together. We got that installed. And so yesterday marks the date, March the 8th, that we completed the oil tank assembly with all the hoses and the return lines and the vents.
Awesome.
Installed.
And you
Done.
know what's even more important? It didn't take us a year.
Right. It was just 2 weeks short of a year. Yeah, 3 weeks.
Still didn't take us a year.
It didn't take us quite a year to do it. That's right. Yeah. But it's ready to go. Now we're going to put the oil coolers in, and there's another oil return line here that goes to the engine. That's for the engine guys to do. They've got to make that up. But everything else is brand new. Brand new hoses, brand new everything.
It looks fantastic.
So, yeah.
That looks really, really nice.
So lots of work.
That is the oil tank.
Correct. There's
the bottom.
Bottom of the oil tank.
Mm-hmm. And this is the
Oil shut-off flow valve.
We'll probably have to.
We had to replace the cable on there because the cable up in the cockpit was bent, and so that when they were working on it at another place, they bent that control cable, and that was about $700 to replace that bent control cable.
Ouchie. And so is this the return? this is the return, right?
Correct.
So that's the return and that's the pump.
Right, and there's another return up there. So,
All the way up there. I don't think I can catch that with the camera.
right. So this is the last thing that we did. So Roger signed there and I signed here.
Awesome.
So yeah, awesome, we're done. And you should put this in. This is the condition of the plane. Bird's nest.
Then you got it.
Yes, bird's nest, rotten hoses, broken lines, etc.
That was really how the plane came in. It came in with these nests. These were birds' nests or were they
Birds.
mud daubers?
Bird's nest.
Birds' nests. Bird's nest. Bird's nest. We had a mild rat infestation in the back.
That would be correct.
Yeah.
There was another bird nest on the other side where actually the excrement from the birds being highly acidic, it corroded an aluminum strut that needs to be replaced. So that's a big job. It's going to be.
We're working on that.
It's going to be $15 worth of materials and probably 50 man hours. So that will be a big project.
It will be a big project. Yes.
Big project.
Yep. But yeah, it's
Dallas,
gone
we're good
from
on these.
it's gone from this to that. That looks pretty cool. I'll try getting a ladder to show the last return valve on top. I don't know. Maybe Bill can do it. Maybe if I do that, they can see it.
That's good. Yeah, that's short.
Okay. Awesome, Doc. Thanks.
Thanks. You bet.
Okay. So my question was, we're going to be putting the floors in.
Yeah.
Katrina's vacuuming.
Yep. So Katrina's vacuuming up under the floors. I don't think we're going to bother painting these. We can actually, what we might do is give them a wipe.
Okay.
Give them a good wipe, get them clean. And then there's nothing under these floors other than the cable runs, and we've done the annual inspection part of that. So
Okay.
everything looks good. The only thing we do have is the entryway door entry floor, whatever. There's a drain. I think it's for the old water
bar?
bottle. They had a little water bottle refreshment thing, which we don't need. We'll double check that. But that's the only thing keeping the rear, this floor going in all the way. Daryl's working on the other floors. They should be coming in another week or two, hopefully. So these will be finished floors. And what we'll do is we'll get some indoor-outdoor carpet to throw in there so we don't scratch them up because they're looking pretty nice.
Yep.
Yep.
So my
Rebecca,
question.
you can come on over here.
So my question was mainly to the cabling that was underneath the floor.
Yep.
So we did the annuals on it. It's not taut right now. We don't need to pull the floor
But there's
up.
nothing going in between those two stations. So once we do tighten it up, it'll be fine.
It should be good.
Yeah, and that's for
Okay.
the elevator control, everything's directive that we have to do. That's why it's loose. And then we also have to do the final just double check on the bridles for the autopilot. So that's why the baggage compartment floor is still loose.
Right. So
Yeah, but short of that, the next two floors.
do you want to
can
show
work.
them those cables? So
Yeah.
that
Oh yeah, we'll just point. I think we have plenty of light here. What you see in the center of the cabin, these are the. You've got the rudder cables. You've got the elevator, the rudder trim cables, elevator cable, elevator trim cable, tail wheel lock cable, all running in the center chase. And so these two panels are going to be going on. They've got it all vacuumed out. This black is not dirt. It's not skank. It's actually asphalt. It's like undercoating. And so anyway, they're cleaning that up. This should be, I would say we're ready to go.
awesome.
Okay.
That is that little wire is for the beacon that's underneath, right?
Yeah, little wires for the beacon. We'll actually get in here and straighten the flange where people stepped on and get that straightened up, and do a couple other little things, and then we'll be ready to lay a floor in.
So are we gonna put this floor in now?
Yeah, I think we can. I think we're ready to put that floor in. Okay.
I just need to get this one finished vacuuming, but
Yeah, okay.
I don't want to step on those thingies and
Yeah, she got a little bit of vacuum to go. Okay, all good.
Yeah. All right, but now we're actually going to be on this side of the plane. This is the right side.
Left side.
Left side. The actual left side. I'm dyslexic.
Engine one.
Engine one. All right, we're going to be on the left side of the plane with Dallas. Howdy.
Howdy. How's it going?
Pretty cool. You've
So,
been busy.
Yeah, so I'm working on, we just got the carburetor assembly in again. So I've installed and reinstalled this thing several times just because to get fitment correct. So hopefully it's in there permanently now. You see the air box and everything. Here's where we get the exhaust stacks on the other side, and this is where the carb heat actually comes from this exhaust stack down to the wide manifold.
So this is the one exhaust stack that's going to have. There's so much space in this place. So it's going to come from there. We're going to have what type of piping?
That's just we're going to use some scat tubing to go from. It's the same orange stuff as up here.
Maybe we can do that so we can see the scat tubing.
Yeah. So just that running down here. We got to get the proper size stuff and the proper clamps. But once we got that, we can. That's a pretty simple job there. I'm wrapping up fuel routing, fuel hose routing back here. So you can see there's a lot more
brown stuff.
Brown hoses back there.
You're becoming quite the brown guy.
yeah. All my hoses are these high heat, fire resistant brown hoses. So just doing small things on the carburetor install. Got to do cotter pins for the rear bolts, the rear mounting bolts. Got to do some small screws for the airbox baffling. So wrapping that up. Once I get that done, we can move on to oil cooler and other stuff like that. Yeah. So.
But it is a big achievement. We got the carbs.
Yep.
Set in place, and you can see they've got the orange marking on it, which means they're in there.
Yep. And then we got some linkages hooked up for mixture, and all the pre-oil stuff is done. So pre-oiler is plumbed from the firewall forward into the oil screen cap. So we'll have a pre-oil system set up. We got to get it set up back here. Once we get that done, basically the entire oil system's done, as
on engine
Dr.
one.
Bill was talking about. Yeah, on engine 1. So
then we
got to repeat it all on engine 2.
Engine 2, yep.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. Awesome.
Yep.
Thanks, Dallas.
Sir.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going? We're showing Maggie how she's going to do the painting on the nose. So she's got that all figured out. She's going to go make some funnels. Go follow her, check it out, and you'll learn a tip.
You already recorded her.
Oh, you did?
So I'll come back to her for part 2. But what have you been doing?
Oh, what have I been doing? I've been chasing my tail like always. But we got we're doing painting. We're trying to figure out. We have a broken rivet gun, so we've got to get a rivet gun probably next week. Let's see. Dallas is working on oil cooler. We have the hardware for that. Trying to get oil cooler number 1 engine. We have Doc got the tubes for the Doc, and Roger got the tubes for the
oil system,
the overpressure feather pump overpressure, all that set. So that's done. So we just got lots of stuff to do. We've got floors coming in, so maybe we'll get one of the floors put in today. So we'll get that going. Anyway, lots of stuff. Back to work.
Awesome.
I have the camera to watch.
Hey, what's up? The tables have turned.
Hold on.
I said the tables have turned.
Okay, what are you doing, Nash?
So we're vacuuming the floor.
You're vacuuming the floor. It's kind of clean now. It was kind of nasty.
Yeah. We're vacuuming the floor so we can get the floorboards in, and that's gonna look pretty cool.
I'm gonna trip on the wires, of course.
Yes.
And the floorboards, the new ones, are over here. And those fancy things are gonna get installed shortly.
Hey guys, how's it going? Another episode of Hollywood Bomber on the HangaRatz channel. So, what did the group get done today? Just a bunch of stuff. Big thanks to Nesh for running the camera around, getting some play-by-play. Actually, speaking of Nesh and Maggie got the two rear floors. We got those back from, in fact, we'll show those to you here. We got the 2 rear floors, all remanufactured floors there. Got those, Daryl took care of us on those, and Maggie and Nesh got the area sorted, clean, vacuumed. We're gonna give that a light spray under the floor next week, and then the rear floors, these 2 floor sections go down for good, done. So kind of cool. The forward floors are gonna be coming in here shortly. The up in the nacelle area, the Roger and Dr. Bill got the feather pump high pressure return line or overpressure lines installed. They found the super fittings. All that stuff is done. That's a T6 taken off in the background. Gotta love the sound. So they got all that done. That means our oil system, our base oil system is installed. Then we had the Dr. Bill got the and Grace got the plates for the pre-oil pumps. Got those all fabricated, done, and then the mounts and all that stuff. So all that stuff has been prototyped for both sides, and those will be going out for prime and paint this week, and then they'll be mounted for permanent, which is kind of cool. Dallas got a bunch of the hoses in, the pre-oil hoses, a bunch of other stuff. The strainers, got the strainer pre-oil interface, all that done. The fittings, what Roger and Dr. Bill did last week, it was all silver soldered, painted, and those are installed. The pre-oil pressure line is in, so we've got to get the pump in, and then some of the two hard lines in, and then that is set. Once that's done, the oil system is 100% ready for flight, which means we can pre-oil the engines, and then we can rotate the engines under power because we'll be floating the bearings. It's a radial engine thing, so that means that basically the oil system is ready to fly. Kind of cool. Landing gear doors, we still don't have landing gear doors. Those are at my shop. We're working on those. They need strip, prime, and paint, so they'll be coming in. As soon as those doors come in, they'll get mounted. Then the landing gear will be done, ready for flight. Kind of cool. Fuel system, again, I don't know if I said it already. Darren was working on the fuel system, getting the tanks sorted. So he's working on the rear tanks, getting all the hardware and all that stuff. All the straps are felted. He got all that stuff. Pretty much he's working the rear tank bays and the rear tanks. Benjamin got the other straps on the other side of the airplane all tightened up and done, so that's good. Sebastian's been working on fuel lines. He's just been fast and furious getting the different fuel vent lines, all the rubber hoses replaced, and all the old junk and clamps replaced with all new stuff. So that's greatness. We have in the wing root here, we have a corrosion issue, and Joey's working on that. Joey and Benjamin were working on that, getting that going. Richard, and I think Grace was working on this too. Richard was working on the exhaust system and getting all the baffles. If you notice, all the black round baffles are all on the engine. And that was just a chore because the exhaust system kind of goes on, and the muffs kind of go on, and then the baffles kind of all go on. It's a big choreography of getting that all done. That being said, Richard had the muffs off, or the exhaust system off and back on, and it's rocking. So it's done. We have some exhaust muff stuff, plumbing to do. That'll be next week's effort. Right nacelle, again, Bill and Roger got the feather over pressure lines all plumbed. They're 100% flight worthy, so that's good. We have one vent tube in here we've got to do, and then we have that corrosion issue which we're taking care of. So that's what's going on there. Probably looked kind of funny when I walked by. I walked back here this way. Maggie got the it looks like a bunch of warts on this thing. We've got some masking done up on the nose, and that will be for we're going to spot in some stuff here. So next time you see the plane, hopefully we'll have some tan spots on there, and that's refinishing the tan, spotting in some areas, and then we got a few over the nose here, and then we'll be refinishing the stripes and getting those done. And in fact, Gerald, I'm going to hold you to your word. We're going to get the nose on this thing, and you can come and mask the nose for us because he put his hand up for that. So we're going to make sure you come out for that one. Anyway, so that's what's going on. I'm trying to think of other stuff, just lots of little tasks. Just awesome weekend. Anyway, that's it for this episode of HangaRatz. Like, share, subscribe, notify, all that good stuff. The channel is HangaRatz. The project is the Hollywood Bomber. And thanks for going. Thanks for coming. And this plane will fly Oshkosh AirVenture 24. That's what we're aiming for. So help us out, man. We'll see you there.